Grand Rising from Panama. Oh my goodness. Another beautiful day. And I wanted to come in and talk to you about unregulated nervous systems. One of the biggest problems, and you've heard me talk about it all the time, is we don't wake up with intention, right? We wake up and we become an oops, I woke up. You just wake up, go through the rinse and repeat, and then you rush off to work, stuff yourself full of coffee, shove breakfast down your throat, and then you're into traffic screaming at the guy that cuts you off at 5 a.m. in the morning because you know he did it on purpose. So one of the biggest reasons that you have an unregulated nervous system is because you're not programming your reticular activating system early in the morning. It's inside of your brain stem, inside of the medulla oblongata, the bottom part of your brain stem. And this reticular activating system is responsible for wakefulness states. So when the sun comes up, your body starts to produce serotonin. It wakes you up. Well, there's another function to this reticular activating system, or RAS, that we fail to recognize, that leaves us unregulated throughout the rest of the day and allows this default mode network that we've talked about before, the I'm separate, I'm broken, I can't network that runs like 70-80% of the day, to just kind of go on autopilot and give us all the negative feedback that we don't want, that doesn't help us through the day, that doesn't get us what we want. And the reticular activating system, besides wakefulness states, is responsible for your filter of life. Yes, what you look at and decide that's important, that's what your reticular activating system does. Now, here's the key though. You program it. You have the ability to program what the reticular activating system thinks is important or necessary information to pay attention to. You can think of the RAS as like a website. You see all the pretty pictures, all the colors, all the words, but behind that there's 10,000 pages worth of code and all of these things that if you tried to process in your brain, your freaking head would explode. Well, that's what your RAS is. I mean, you've got, think about it, all of the stimulation out here going on right now, all the sounds, all the cars, all the people, all the colors, all the things that I could focus on. If I could process all of this right now, again, boom, my head would explode. It's an infinite amount of stimulation and data points that are around me. So the reticular activating system filters down everything else to what's important. What are you focused on? So if, for instance, my boss hates me, he never ever likes me, he never does anything to show appreciation for me, your RAS is going to pick everything out of your workday to prove you're right. See, you're an idiot. See, your boss hates you. See, that all of these things will continue to show themselves. If it never works out for you, I'm always this, I'm always that, again, your RAS is going to find everything out there that it can to prove you right. Anybody ever notice that if you thought about a certain color or you're thinking about buying a certain car, you see that car everywhere on the road? That's your RAS filtering out what is unimportant and unnecessary to bring you what is important to you, what is necessary to you. So if you can wake up in the morning, and besides getting the sunlight in your eyes, like I continuously talk about, also waking up in the morning and making sure you program that RAS to recognize simple things, the things that you're grateful for, the things that you want to happen. Start to speak and assume like those things are already yours, and you'll program that RAS to pick out all of the information, all of these data points that are around us that are going to prove you right. I promise you, it is such a simple thing, but it is the linchpin in absolutely everything that you're doing in your life. You can do all the breath work, all the meditation, all of the Tony Robbins work, all the other things out there that you want to. If you are not affecting your RAS in the morning with sunlight and with positivity, talking about the things that are important to you, and really feeling into them as if they're yours, none of that is going to work. It might be the reason why you've gone to retreat after retreat after retreat, plant medicine after plant medicine, or this thing after this thing, and nothing sticks because you're not programming your RAS. I promise you, something as simple as 2 minutes in the morning of talking to yourself in the mirror, talking to yourself while you're looking at the sunlight for 2 minutes while you drink your cup of coffee will absolutely shift not just your neurology, but it will shift your psychology. It will shift your experience of this entire life. I promise you. You are so worth it. Get out there and start programming your RAS to pick everything out of this existence that you want to experience and stop being an oops in life. You're worth it, I promise you. You deserve everything you desire. It's already yours. You just have to focus on it. I love you guys so much. Make it an amazing life, warrior.